Hello. It's been a while since I've been here. I hope you didn't bake too many cakes or prepare some lovely things for my home visits, and then I just didn't turn up and you just had to eat them all by yourself. But I hope you did get a lot of stitching done though while I've been gone, and yeah, ended up being a bit longer break between videos than I thought. I just didn't feel so great. I actually struggled quite a bit for I don't know, like 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks or something. Got my brain in a lot of knots, and as usual, once it gets going, it just gets worse, and the magnet thing of one bad thought, you know, brings in 10 other ones, and then you start feeling worse and worse. But the good thing is, I am definitely feeling better now, and really keen to get back to floss tubing, talking to you about stitching. Yeah, it's like I was going to already film yesterday, Monday. Today is Tuesday the 6th. But I had a couple of health things to get out of the way, and I always hate it when I have an appointment. I mean, I've always stressed about it already well beforehand, even though it's just fine. Like today, I just got back from the hospital because I see an endocrinologist there every, twice a year sort of thing. And he's super nice, like super nice. But I still feel nervous going anyway. But wasn't doing too badly, but my blood sugar levels had gone up a fair bit, which was not great, and probably also explain a bit some of the tiredness I've had. It's just at the moment it's so hard to get the medicines I'm on, so I've ended up then being not on something, then I tried a different one which really didn't work for me. Now I managed to get some of the one I've been on, so hopefully I'll be able to get it at least semi-regularly. We'll see. But I definitely need to pay attention to what I eat and drink. Less of the sugary stuff. But still, nothing to worry about. I'm all good. But I like seeing him. Nice to get on top of things a bit. And so now that the health thingies are done, yesterday and today, I feel much relief. I feel like I can do this. I can film. I got my polka dots on to cheer me up even more. And so this video will very much be about just catching up on what I've been stitching, because even though I haven't been feeling great, I've still been stitching, even at least a little bit every day. But I totally fell off things at some point. Like I noticed I had stopped doing the little videos, and I mark on the calendar what I stitch each day, and there was like a week when I realized I hadn't marked anything. I didn't even notice, so my head just been a bit all over the place. So what actually happened, because it is just one of those silly things, just that something just clicked in my head then in a way that got me all anxious and worrying. Because The last stitching meetup was like 3 weeks ago, because it's again this weekend, so yeah, 3.5 weeks ago. Anyway, we were doing some stash talk, which is great. We love doing some stash talk. But one of the lovely women happened to mention that she's got like 100 Hade patterns on her computer. You know who you are, because I know you are watching. So yeah, she does a lot of full coverage. But so on the way home, then I started thinking, okay, so if she finished 4 a year, which is I think impossible, it would still take 25 years to stitch them all. And she was like, well, okay. But then I started thinking of my kits, which I had recently counted, and I had like 90 thereabouts. And I thought, right, if I manage to finish 9 each year, which never gonna happen unless they're like mill hills, you know, tiny mill hills. But these are like, you know, mostly big ones. Okay, if I finish 9 of those a year, it'll take 10 years for me to finish those kits. The ones I haven't started yet. And that made something click in the head in a bad way. And I started stressing like crazy. Like crazy. Oh, it's hard to even explain it now because I'm not in that mindset. But I think one of the little videos, you know, I'm quite upset. So, more about that later. But yeah, I started worrying a lot. I kept thinking, oh my god, you know, this will take 10 years and I will be so and so old then, and oh my god, it went back to my usual sort of wasted my life, I've done nothing, and now even this, and I can never buy anything again. I got like hundreds of patterns as well in addition to the kits. What am I gonna do? And I need to stitch from morning till evening with no breaks at all, and it seriously just got worse and worse in my head. And then because of that, you know, start feeling like the biggest loser and the biggest idiot and not good at anything and all that. So I wasn't doing very well at all. I felt so sad, very anxious, like I couldn't enjoy stitching because it was like, how can I stitch anything just for fun? Like it has to be for purpose now to, you know, with the plan to finish, you know, finish everything as quickly as possible and that sort of thing. And yeah, it was not fun. It was really not fun because all I wanted to do was just enjoy stitching. So January was tough. I think it would be so nice if next year January would be fun, because it always seems to be now tough. Well, we'll see. But anyway, I chatted about this with quite a few people, and I think little by little I started calming down, and they're feeling a bit better. I certainly haven't been buying any kits, that's for sure. But like I said to that, I must be feeling better though, because I have bought 6 new patterns. So that was a great sign for me. I'm still definitely not going overboard with that, but yeah, they did bring me happiness. And like, I'm just looking at the screenshots that I've taken, like on the iPad there, and oh, they look so nice. No regrets whatsoever. Okay. So, like I said, let's do some catching up. Haven't done introductions. No introductions today. I'll need to go look at some older video if you need introductions, or wait for the next. I'm not very good with introductions anyway. Right, so I'm gonna play the little videos, what I have, and what I haven't filmed, then just show where I'm at right now with that whip and what's been going on. And I haven't really prepared for this film other than writing a list of the little videos that I have so that I know when to show something. So I may need to dig for some kits and for some whips. Well, we can do this. We can totally do this. And I know you're ready for this already. So let's have a look what I've been stitching. Let's start with the parrot that I'm doing as a saddle with, and let's go. Alrighty. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Really should yawn before I start, but then again, it doesn't give you any warning sometimes. It's 5:40 AM, by the way, but didn't sleep very well last night, even though my sleep has been so much better. But it's up and down, isn't it? So I thought I would get to stitching, and I was thinking that this might be my biathlon stitch for a while. So I get to add at least some stitches to it then regularly. So I'm not going to start stressing about it or anything. I don't think I would, but still, you never know. We all know I'm prone to stress. Just been looking at this picture and just wondering what I would like to do next. Because I mean, I've stitched that, then went that way, must have been that, and then went up here. I kind of would like to go to the green as well. Maybe go even stitch the eye. So many options with this one. I feel a little overwhelmed by all this yellow and orange. There's so much of it. I think it would also be nice to go this way and then go do this little bit here. Then I could even go to the beak and go there. It's so nice to make some plans. Oh well. I'll see what happens. And so I can't imagine. Wait. This early morning, brain doesn't work. So I imagine I'll be working on other whips and showing those little videos. And then we'll come back to this at the very end. Let's do that. See you then. Right. So, I was going to be like, yeah, no need to wait for the other videos. We're going to have a look at it now. But I realized that I do have another update video of that coming up. So let's just move right on to the next one. Hey, another humid day here, Monday, January 15th. I was just wondering, what am I going to work on next? Just too many good options. Yeah. But I reckon, I mean, I still need to get to my next, like to the 10% goal with the winter cabin. I'm just not feeling it right now. So I thought, I'll grab this one because this is at 4.75%. So I only need to do 0.25 to get to the 5%. So why not? Then I got another dimensions with gold done, and they'll make me happy. Yeah. Well, just recently saw this, so nothing added to it yet, and to tell you the truth, no idea what direction I will go with this one. I would imagine something near these. I mean, I've started the lantern there. Maybe I'll go a little bit higher up on that one. Oh my gosh, then I've done the bird and the lantern, then it's a bigger area, so that's not but that's okay. I'm actually looking forward to adding a little bit to this. I say a little, but surely 0.25% won't be much in this one, right? No, it won't be. It won't be. I'll be back soon. Well, I'm back already. That's all it took. Actually, I made it now to 5.1% because I wanted to do the whole leaf. No, actually 2 leaves. Oh yeah, just needs the back stitching then at some point. So that was nice and easy, and I finished 1 color. How about that? That's always a fun thing when you're working on something, when you get everything done in that color. So there you go. That was the smallest amount on this way. Wow. I actually did think about starting to keep working on this, starting to head to the next, to 10%, but no, I just want to do the idea was picking up this one was it just had a little bit left, so that was fun. So nothing else to say right now. I'll go forage for something else to stitch now. Yeah, so not much progress on that one, but I got to the goal that I had said, so do 5%, I think it was, so no point showing that. Haven't touched it since, so that is somewhere away. Then the next one, on the video I say that I am going to show a start picture. I already deleted it. I don't have that start picture. Nobody cares. Doesn't matter at all at the moment. So let's move on to the chicken video. Oh boy, I forgot to film when I brought out my Violis chicken to work on. Well, that kind of sucks, because I've done some good stitching on this yesterday and today. I've done 838 stitches, which makes me well happy, and I'm still going to continue. But I was just thinking, I needed to post update picture in one of the challenge groups, and I thought, well, film a little bit and show what I've done since I went up. So before I even show it here, I'm just going to put here on the screen, now, a picture of before and where it's now, because you can see you can really see the difference there now. Makes me so happy. Woo. So here it is. I have worked, I think I have now finished completely this top part here, and did some here, and I've added a lot of this sort of copper colored thread everywhere. Like this little chick here, I don't think it had anything stitched yet. Maybe a little bit. It did have the black. So I've added sort of the yellow and a couple of different colors there. So that's awesome. I just, since I'm only working on, it's on this kind of Q-snap. I've combined the 8x8 and 11x11. So it works really well for this one, because this particular one. So since I'm only working on this area, I keep picking a color sort of, whatever is here next. Then just keep going, do most of it at least. I haven't tried to push it down here. I don't go, if it goes too close here to the edge, I'm like, nah, just leave it for when I move the fabric. And sometimes it feels like, I'm getting nowhere. But when I looked at those pictures next to each other, it was like, wow, I have really filled up a fair bit. And of course the flowers, because I've done the flowers, so they look great. And I finished all the green half stitches with the 3 strands, and so did a bit of color finishing. I would love to do some more color completing, but since I can't get to the bottom part, it kind of, I think it's a bit frustrating, and easier just to pick one color and go with it. Yeah, I'm still not sick of stitching this, and gosh, I so badly want to finish it, but still a bit to go. It is now at 76.45%. Let me just check, where did I start it? 69.73 was yesterday. So that's very nice. Like, it has now less than 3,000 stitches left, which, like, in a way it doesn't sound like that much, but it still is. And when looking at it, it's like there's like a zillion stitches missing. That's how it seems to me. That doesn't look to me like just 3,000 missing. Looks more to me like 6,000 missing, or more than that. But yeah, I'm just gonna put a podcast on, or an audiobook, because I can concentrate so much better on this. I don't have to try and find my spot all the time. And I've enjoyed using my new needle minder from Lovely Sherry. I think that's a really cute one. makes me laugh anyway. Yes, I'm having a good time today because it is not hot. And it rained a lot today as well. I did end up sleeping a fair bit and didn't get going really with stitching until 2 o'clock, but it is what it is. Sometimes one needs to sleep. Okay, I am going to get back into this, get some more stitching done. Woohoo! All right, welcome back from that. Yeah, so no start pictures. What do I have next? Oh, some stitchy plans were happening. Wanna have a look at those? Yeah, let's watch. Okay, am I ready? Yes. So it's 6 o'clock on Thursday the 18th. I am hoping to have a good stitchy day today because it's not going to be hot. So I imagine the Australian Open tennis players will be very happy with the weather today, and tomorrow it's actually not going to be too bad until next week, so they should be happy. Anyway, still forgetting to film at times, so I thought now before I go any further, let's get some filming done so that I'm not going to forget again. Oh, as you know, I have a lot of whips, and there seems to be more coming as I have some planned new starts. And I suppose also kind of unplanned, hopefully spontaneous new stuff, because I got so much to stitch. But I do get overwhelmed, but not really by the number of it. Maybe I just like more so about just like I really want to work on all of them right at the same time. Just need so many more hands to do it. I really want to finish some of these older ones, just so that yeah, get some of them sort of bit out of the way. I mean, I still like them, so it's not like I just want to get rid of them, but you don't want them to have to just wait there forever to be stitched. And of course, you know, still really want to finish the rest of the stuff on my 21 list. So I was thinking last night that I would pick 4 3 or 4 whips from that list and really try and work on those. Like when I get sick of one, then just pick the next one, go back round and see what happens. So that's what I've done first thing this morning. I already had 2 on the desk here because I've been working on them, so I thought, well, might as well keep those. So this one, doesn't it look just so nice? And this is the grime guard I got from Amanda in the advent calendar, and doesn't I like the colors go so well with the project. So I've done some of the colors. Now I'm on to that purple. So I already did a little bit of it. I did the tops here and then been continuing this area, and the next bit is down here. I don't think that side has any of the purple, so I'll just keep color completing anyway, one at a time, just going through the list that I have that came with the project. So it looks so nice. So that's my first one to work on. Then the second one, well, we got nothing. This will be the bottom part for the buttercup biscorner. So keen to get going with this one. Still a bit nervous of 101, but well, you know, it has to be done. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's anything different really, just tinier stitches. And I can always message Stitching Mummy for support if I need to, because I mean, she is the 101 champion and expert. Then as a third one, I decided to grab this one. Because 3 of my whips on the list have bigger blocks of stitching to do, so I thought grab one of them, and I think this will be good when because I am so behind with Flosstube. I feel so bad that I'm just so behind, so this will be great for when I want to watch something. I really want to finish at least one of the bigger blocks, like that one. I mean, it only has these 2 bits to finish, and then that's done. And I could then move on to some other colour here. Because I do like this one. I just struggle to do the block stitching. So that's 3. And then of course it's the Riolis chicken and little chicks, because I really badly want to finish this. Gosh, it looks so nice. The colours are amazing. I'm now doing this, well, which green? It's not that darker green, it's that like middle green. There's like the bright green and the dark green, and then this middle green. So that's what I'm working on now. Oh, it is so lovely. It really is lovely. And also I got Saga file only for one of these, so these actually will be great for... Oh no, I got the Blackwork flower picture. I got them as like just pictures on the iPad. Okay. So the 2 I can work on while watching like Flosstube or something, and the other 2 I will work on while listening to like podcast or audiobook. But I'll put that away since I'll be working on it. So that's it, guys. I kind of feel like talking to you this morning. Maybe I should do like a like a live stream or something from YouTube. It's a morning where I'm just sitting here and stitching and whatnot, just chatting away. Maybe one day I will. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the stitching and see where I get to. I think I've done like big 30 stitches now. I think that when I'm stitching something that will be going to the challenge groups, which, well, anything I stitch now goes there because it's like counting all the stitches. But sometimes it feels hard to work on something like this where the stitches come really slowly because I jump around a lot. But I try not to care because it really doesn't matter, because I just need to concentrate on stitching whatever I want to stitch, and whatever stitches I manage to get done, then they go to the challenge group, and that's how it needs to be. I just need to enjoy myself, and I am. Okay, bye for now. Hope you have a really good day as well. Oh dear. So those were the 4 that I picked. Time, I don't think I need to show any of them yet. And oh boy, I'm like looking at, I'm starting to get lost with my own list here. No, we need to watch one more video and then I'll show you some updates here live. Let's watch. So it's evening now and I feel so tired. But here's how the bird squares are looking right now. I did 800 stitches today. That is magnificent for me. Like I mean, I thought that it was going to be like a really low stitch day, because that's how I felt like this is. But then all of a sudden, geez, I made it to 800. I can't believe it. So I just posted my update numbers in the challenge group, and it's always the same. Once I post the update, I don't feel like stitching that one at all. So I'm gonna put it aside for now. And I decided to grab this one now, and I think I'm just gonna keep working on those empty. Oh boy, I don't think I can last very long tonight. I feel so tired. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put a Flosstube video on and stitch, because any progress on this is great. Doesn't even have to be much. At least I remembered to film. Woo. Okay, that's all tonight. Okay, welcome back. So I showed the Blackwork. I have been working on this probably plenty more since I showed it. I can't remember at all what I had on that video, but here how it's looking at the moment, doesn't it look just so nice? I think it looks especially nice with this foam guard around it because it's so colorful. So I finished this one completely except for the French knot. I'll do those at the very end. This one is waiting for all the back stitching, and yeah, then I have empty square still to do on both sides. But it truly is amazing how much work it takes to finish one of these squares. It's like, you know, I do the one color complete, then at the end it's like, yeah, I get to the back stitch and it takes forever. Absolutely forever. Like this here, my goodness, I felt like I was at it for hours. but it's looking so nice. And I love this needle minder that I got from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, their Etsy shop. Just bought it from there. I think it's so beautiful. And it doesn't matter that it's a little bit bigger when having it on this frame. This is the 11 by 11 frame. Oh, I like looking at it. Can't wait to get it done a bit more. So I just keep it here on the side so that when I feel like doing backstitching now, I can just grab that. Okay, black cats. No, I still have one more video for that. So let's now go back to the parrot, because I seem to have filmed it again. Let's watch. Hello. It is early morning Friday, and it will be another wonderful weekend of biathlon. Woohoo! In fact, there was already a race last night, but I mean, I wasn't up to watch it. But I was going to watch it this morning, but the video is jumping all over the place. I don't know what they've done with it. Anyway, so I've got my parrot out because, yeah, I will be working on this whenever there's biathlon on. Which I still think it is a fantastic idea. So I think, because I was working here last time, I was thinking I might go back here now. And it's, I don't know why this area feels a little overwhelming to me. Like, is it just because there's so much of each color and just makes it harder to choose like which direction to go? I think that might be it. But yeah, thought I might start adding a bit more, either just in this area, or if the mood takes me, go down here. I don't know. We'll see. You can never tell nowadays. Just keep wanting to go to all directions. Oh dear. Oh, I'm up too early. Just wake up in the middle of the night and then just stay up. But it's also quite nice to stitch at this time because there are no interruptions, and I can concentrate a lot better than sometimes during the day. I do think the mornings seem to be like my best stitchy times at the moment. So let's see if I can make this area a bit more stitched. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, talk to you later. And welcome back. Just a second. It is back in its project bag at the moment. I again can't remember what I showed on the video, how much I had done, but this kept coming out all the time at some point because, like I said, I've been so loving biathlon. Oh my god. If you love watching biathlon or are interested at all, I have been watching it on the Eurovision Sport app. I think you can also watch it on the Eurovision Sport whatever website, but I got the app on the iPad, so I watch there. I am so loving it. And this weekend are the biathlon world championships. Well, start, I mean they go on for what, 10 days maybe. I am so excited. I don't think I can bring myself to work on the parrot that whole time, but I hope to bring it out at least a little bit. But I will definitely be working on other things. So because the parrot kept coming out, I had to keep jumping to different parts of it just to keep it interesting and get to work on the different colors. So here it is at the moment. Yeah, now it looks like I've done a fair bit of it, but like when I look at it like this, it's like I've done barely anything. So I filled in quite a bit here, then wanted to go down here and all the way to the beak, which was quite exciting. So now I really would like to go here to stitch some of the greens as well, but always depends on sort of how I'm feeling when I pick it up. What color do I feel like stitching, or what area just feels comfortable to me in my head. You never know what it might be. And I think the page goes here, it's in two parts, of the upper and the lower, so it always depends on that as well. Because like I probably would like to go up here, but then you have to go to the next page and try and figure it out, which is always a bit of a pain. So it would be easier to go from here. Yeah, I'm really pleased with where that's at, even though it is one of those that you feel like you stitch, and then have a look and it's like, what is that all I've done? Like, I don't get it. I feel like with some whips, you know, you feel like, oh, I've done so much, but then there's loads of these that you feel like you're working so hard at the stitching and it just gets nowhere. Okay, I think we're doing a good job with this catching up. So, okay, a little bit longer little video next, so I'll just send you off to that while I look for those whips to show afterwards. Okay, enjoy watching. Alright, here we are, Friday evening. Oh my god, it's so hard to stitch. Oh, how do other people manage their block stitching? I just struggle with it. And I so badly want to see more. Like, okay, I filled the bit here. And did most of this white here and this black. This I did 424 stitches and I feel like I'm nowhere. Wow. I feel like block stitching is like a totally different stitching game itself, you know? Amazing. I was thinking that, you know, the nice reward about getting these blocks done is that I get to do then back stitching over them. There were like leaves and stuff over some of the parts. So that'll be nice. I'm putting this aside now. I just posted my stitchy update and like just the numbers in the challenge groups. I made a couple of blends ready so that when I next pick this up, I have them ready and waiting. I can just get going, finish that bit off. I think it needs to be finished. But yeah, it was nice to change a bit of color. The black doesn't, yeah, it's not the best coverage, but I'm still going to go with just 2 strands instead of going for 3. I think it'll be fine. I enjoyed most the white on white. What's wrong with me? But that stitching seemed to go the easiest, and you know, it looks pretty neat too, so that made me very happy. Ooh. I mean, I think the blend, you know, the blend looks really fun. Like, it'll look really great when the rest of it has been stitched. I must say, I'm wanting to start getting the cat there, so I don't know. I might just jump around, you know, whatever gets me stitching it. Because the image is fun, I want to see it already. Okay. So, I might as well then, yeah, you can look at that awesome white fabric there. So, tomorrow, the plan was to start this one, as I say, with lovely Mindy. But I messed things up. I had picked a fabric, a grey fabric, the one I got from Daisy Chain Stitchery. I was going to use that, but it was a bit niggling in me that I wasn't quite sure that the fabric was the right one. So tonight, finally, I got all my grey fabrics out, and I kept looking at them and finally figured out what fabric I want to use. Well, I think I still have the fabric here. Yes, I do. So it is the Stormy Night, because the greys, the black will look great on this, because the other grey fabric that I had was more like warmer toned greys than this one, and it just wasn't quite right. So the problem is that this piece that I have left width-wise is fine. I mean, it's quite a narrow one, but I would only have an inch at top and bottom. I thought about, you know, whether I could do that, but I can't. It will drive me crazy and I will just worry. So I have ordered a new piece of this fabric, and I can't start it until next month. I hope Mindy won't be super mad at me. Well, I did message her and tell her that if she wants to get going with it, she certainly can, and I'll just join next month when the fabric arrives. Because I ordered from 123 Stitch, and of course it will take a little while to get here. So I had another sale planned for next month with another lovely Stitcher Lindsay from Blushing Pink Stitches. And so I thought, well, I'll message her, ask if she is interested in starting that sale already this month, because I do have the fabric, because I'm just going to use this 32 count Murano. See how I go with this one. And she said that she's got her fabric and threads ready, and she's good to go. So we are stitching this one. It is by a Ukrainian designer. Of course, I cannot remember her name right now, but you can now get this pattern on Etsy from Wonder Stitch UA shop. So that's nice and easy. Gosh, it is so beautiful. And Lindsay showed me the bunch of the threads she had ready. Gosh, they look amazing together. So many pretty greens. I think this is going to be such a lovely stitch. So she's doing hers on 28 count even weave, and I'm doing on 32. Now I'm like, oh, I wish I had 28. It's nice and relaxing to stitch. But no, I'm going to go with the 32 this time. So it is 20 past 8 on Friday. I think I'm going to put this on the Q-snap, see if I can get started with at least, you know, the first stitches, few stitches there, so that in the morning they can get into it properly. But yeah, it'll be my second start for this month, which is not too bad. Okay, I'm very excited. I so wish I could be going swimming. I wish that this bit was like, you know, fairly deep, so that I could just jump in and just be happy there. All right, I'm excited to come back and show what I get done. Okay, here we are, back again. Just checking that I have the right whip. So, the black cats, still a struggle. But like this morning, I was watching. There's the juniors cross-stitch skiing world championships at the moment. Is it like under 23s? So I was really surprised. You can watch that on YouTube if you look for FIS cross country, and under that you can see the cross country skiing competitions. Unfortunately, the adult ones have been just shown without any commentary, which makes it so boring. But this juniors one had commentary, so it was great. So I watched that. Anyway, so while I was watching that, needed a whip with paper pattern, and the Among Black Cats was the first one I saw, so I grabbed it this morning. I did another couple of 100 stitches to it, and here it is at the moment. So that whole thing is done now. Unfortunately, I then realized some of the same blend goes here as well, so not all of the blend is gone yet. Been working on the white underneath, went a little bit on the black. This morning I took grey and started filling. The grey goes, I think, like fair bit here. So more and more block stitching, but I must have always this needle minder here to cheer me up with when working at this one. But it was really good for that skiing, so I could keep like looking up but still know where I'm at. I'm thinking about maybe moving the fabric a bit so that I can either stitch this area in that one color, or I would love to go to this end wherever it ends and start stitching that way. So not quite sure, but I like to have a little bit more space there though. I'll just have to count where it goes and then see what to do. So there is that one. Then the other one was that new start, the forest stream. Lindsay has stitched so much of it already. Me, not so much. Because that was time when I was really not feeling great. And I was working on the Parrot. So that's where I am with it. This one looks so different from her. She's got so much stitched. But I started from the very middle, the top of the stream. So there's some of the rocks and some of the water and a little bit of green at the top. I do kind of wish that I had stitched this also on 28 count even weave, because it truly is nice. I feel like I'm still trying to figure out what fabrics I like the most. I think because I just keep using like such a variety of fabrics that I don't pay enough attention to what it is that I really like. But I can figure it out. Put this cat one, would leave it in the Q-snap, but put it away for now, at least off the disc. There we go. Next one. Ooh, something you haven't seen actually on this channel since my very first ones, when I showed all my whips. So something exciting that I worked on. So have a look at this video and I'll find that whip while you're watching. So it is Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. There was some skiing and biathlon on last night, like overnight, which I just like to then watch it in the morning because I don't want to be up at night. I just tried the biathlon video and it's all over the place, so I'm hoping that they'll fix it and I can watch it later. So I'm going to start the day with skiing. Right, so you know that I am working on the Parrot. Ooh, there it is. While watching biathlon. So I decided that I'm going to pick kit to work on, or a whip, both whip and a kit, to work on while watching cross-country skiing as well, to make some more progress. And I picked this one. I don't think I've worked on this since starting the Flosstube. And it is so cute. It is by Nature's, well, is it Nature's Window? Is that like the series? And it is by Designs for the Needle. And this cutie is called Honey Bears. I think it's absolutely adorable. Like really, really, really adorable. But of course it's a lot of brown stitching, so I'm thinking that's probably why I haven't gone very far with it. I also wonder if this was as well one of those kits that I started a few years ago when I started all the kits that I had. I can't remember anymore, but it could be possible. And therefore it kind of just didn't get worked on then as much because I had so many other things to work on, and so it didn't have its special start. Of course the tree is wonderfully backstitchy. I've done a little bit and oh boy, it is slightly overwhelming. But here is how it's looking at the moment. So I obviously started here, probably on the lower page, and did some of the backstitching and decided to start. I think, yeah, I really want to finish this first one of the bears. That would be amazing. I got my 2 browns there. So I can go crazy because I think I've done a lot of the other colors. Oh, there's a little bit of black that should be here, but then it's just the browns. So I figured that even, you know, whatever progress I managed to make on this, you know, it's all good. So we'll see what happens and what I get done. Alrighty, how's that? Did you expect that one? I bet you didn't even remember I had that one. So I don't believe I showed where I was at, and it has been in the project bag since, because I'm not sure if I'll be stitching it while watching the skiing now or just keep working on whatever whip. I don't know. Anyway, here it is at the moment. It is so cute. Look at that face. And that tree. That tree is very backstitchy. Very, very backstitchy. I did some of it so that, yeah, because the next bear probably, oh yeah, next bear paw is like here. Oh, it is so lovely. I really do like it a lot. I was so chuffed that I got that bear fully done. I think I need to just get myself into that mood of just moving up and just getting it started, getting going with it. I think this is going to be so lovely when it's fully finished. Yeah, sometimes I do get sad that there are some of these whips that just have to sit there waiting forever because I have just so many to choose from. And sometimes I have like some whips that have just like hadn't had a good start to them. Like I may have been excited to start it, but then something happened and I barely worked on it at all and haven't really touched it since. And yeah, those bum me out a bit, but that's okay. Right, that was the honey bears. So the next video is a little bit sad because I filmed it when I really wasn't feeling well, but I also really wanted to have a chat with you all, and yeah. Anyway, just some stitchy thoughts. And maybe some whip violence. That's alright. Okay, you watch. Hi. Thank you for joining me here in the middle of the night. It's very early Monday, 1:37 a.m. Yeah, so my hair is a bit wild and whatnot because I did sleep already for a few hours and then woke up and couldn't sleep because all this stitchy stuff is so in my mind now, and I guess just thinking a lot about some decisions need to be made. Like, what am I going to stitch? And are there things I should just let go of? Because I do have a lot to stitch, and a lot that I really love. So it's like some of those things that, you know, you bought, you still like them, but are they really worth using the time to stitch? Or would they rather be nicer just when you see somebody else stitch them, you know? But don't sort of bring me the ideal amount of happiness. So I am going to UFO 2 of my whips. It's really weird because, like, when you think, when I was thinking about these two, I was like, yeah, easily can get rid of them. Don't really ever want to stitch them. And what are they? It's like, then you take it out and you have a look and it's like, oh, you know, it's not really that big, and I've already stitched a bit, and maybe I should just finish it. But I feel like I won't, because I mean, it's like, of course we can finish all the things we have, like all the whips and whatnot. I mean, they're stitching, can finish them. But just because we can, does it mean that we need to? So the first one I am going to UFO is a pattern by, it is Told in a Garden. Told in a Garden pattern. But what is it called? Because I can't remember. Let's have a look. I think the corner of the pen had it. Oh dear, excuse me. So the pattern is called My Quilt. It's from 1990. I bought it because I thought that it would be nice to stitch it for my mum, who likes to quilt. So that is the pattern. It's a really pretty one. And I thought, well, it's meant to be, because the instructions said to use either this color fabric or sage fabric. And I had a lot of sage for some reason. So I thought, yeah, let's do it. But I've never really gotten going much with this one. So that is where I got. And this has been a whip for a while now. So, you know, I look at it and I'm like, okay, you know, I've done the, you know, the arm and this, you know, there isn't that much left. But yeah, there is. And since it's not really something I feel totally passionate about, I think it's time for this one to go. Oh, this is really hard. It really is. It, I don't even know why it's so hard. But I reckon I'm gonna take this put this pen in the, because I've been collecting stuff for the next retreat, because there's always that, you know, the desk where you take your things that you don't need or going to stitch or whatnot, and might be somebody else's treasure, so maybe somebody will find this and want to stitch it, or one of the meetup ladies. So off it goes. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. So here's another project bag to have. I have quite a few empty project bags. I thought, I mean, what's going on with that? They should all be full, you know, full, shouldn't they? Especially like I do feel like I have so many whips. Okay, then the next one. This one has been on a timeout for quite a while, like over a year, and I was going to get rid of it, but it's another one that has been really difficult to make that final decision. It's because there's a lot I like about it. It's an anchor kit, yeah. It's an anchor kit. It has chickens, it has berries, it has fruit. Stuff that I really like to stitch. I was never going to do this this strawberry border here. Just didn't quite like it. I remember I was so excited when I got this kit, and I was so keen to get stitching. And then I started here. Oh dear, that has been a rough stitch. This is a kit, I think one of those hand-drawn ones, and that is so roughly done. Lots of back stitching and it's just all over the place. And I think that took some of the enthusiasm. Yeah, this one is difficult because of guys, I look at it, and even like looking that, I mean, that would be nice. Just this top part. Maybe I should get rid of, I mean, because the only area I've stitched this is in the ear. But now I'm like, ooh. Oh boy. Oh, that is, okay, I'm gonna have a look at it while I'm talking to you here, and I'll show you where I've gone. So here it is. So I've done a fair bit. So I have done one of the chickens right at the top, the middle one. Oh, I think it's the same bug here as in the last video. I like the look of the gooseberries and everything, but it just doesn't call me to stitch it. I feel like it's just time to make that decision and get rid of it. I'm not going to do that top part either. The fruit trees and yeah. It's time for it to go. anchor threads, even full skeins, and good lord, lots of fabrics, lots of threads still here. Something, yeah. I'm going to show you a little bit of that pattern. Doesn't look too bad from far away, but oh boy, the closer you get, because all of those are like individually backstitched and then different colors. Ay, ay, ay. That was tough. Another thing with getting rid of stuff is always like, well, should I make an effort to give these to someone? Like, see if somebody else wants to stitch it, but honestly, this one, I just want to get rid of it. And that's what I'm gonna do. So by the time this video is out, this is no longer available. I've gotten rid of it. I'm gonna maybe cut that fabric in half and give because it's a fairly big piece, so I'm gonna give what's left to my friend. No point under frog all of that. Gosh, why is your phone so hard? Like, feels so hard at the moment. I know it's the right thing to do. I think I was also thinking of some of the kits I have. Like, even something you can as a freebie. You know, you're like, but I have it, so kind of, should stitch it. Even like the magazine freebies, like, yeah, I really should stitch that because it is cute. But should I? Is that really what I want to stitch? I think I need to toughen up a bit. Okay, I am going to go and put some fun video on, get rid of this, and then see what happens. I don't know, but thank you for joining me and helping me out with this one. What did you think? What did you think of my whip violence? Are you ready for some more? Let's watch some more. So it's Monday now at night this time. I am still pondering what to do with Stitch's stuff. I think it's actually given me a sort of nice kick on the backside to get the stitching all sorted, and also to make me think of sort of what is it that I do want to stitch. And I think I have a Riolis that will be retiring from my whips. It is this one. I won this one from like a Riolis stitchy marathon, summer marathon thing. So it's not really something that I would have picked, but I didn't mind it either. But considering all the other things I have to stitch, I think I would rather stitch the other things I have than this one. So this one will also get the scissors. That's right. It's pretty much where I got with it. I do even have the saga file for this one, but I really don't think I will miss it. So, oh, which way? It was actually this way. Doesn't really matter, does it? Can't really make much out of what's there. So, time to UFO another whip. And I feel good about it. Great. Yes, I'm back again. This is like after 10-15 minutes after the previous video. So, one more that I'm going to get rid of. Gosh, this looks so bland coloured. It's actually really, really pretty green, this fabric. Unfortunately, it is another whip that never calls me to stitch it. I think in a way you'll understand, but on the other hand, I think this is one that quite a few people like. But there are many other people stitching it, so you can see it then. So here we go. It is was this one the Aussie Flora and Fauna Quaker by Mojo Stitches, an Aussie designer. I love stitching Aussie, well, flora and fauna. Love stitching the animals and the Aussie plants. But I just do not like Quakers. I just don't like them. I do not enjoy stitching them at all. Funny enough though, like I think the start of this I enjoyed it, but then it was like no. I wasn't sure about the fabric, and also most people stitch this on a totally different kind of fabric that was originally that it was stitched on in the plan. I thought, well, I'm gonna go for a green because it looked nice, but then I started wondering, well, maybe I should have gone with the other fabric, and I don't know, it just became a problem. But the main thing is just, I just don't like Quakers. And can't help that. So, this is, oops, another one that, yes, gets the scissors. So, you might be like Florina, who said brutal when I sent her a picture of one of my whips cut into pieces. But the thing is that once you make the decision, no point just putting it aside and putting it in the cupboard, because you're just going to keep it there for years and keep wondering whether you should stitch it or not. I find it that, you know, you cut it in half or whatever little pieces you want, and then you don't have to think about it anymore because it's done and dusted. That's it. Decision made. Goodbye. Move on. So it really works for me, and I highly recommend this method to anyone who's thinking of UFOing some whips. Okay, I must say, I'm getting happier the more I get rid of, the happier I'm getting. And not because the numbers are going down, but just, I guess some whips have felt a bit like a weight on the shoulders, and when you really just don't feel like stitching them. So I'm going to enjoy watching other people stitch this, but it will disappear from my whips tonight. Just served me well. Thank you very much, Pattern, for letting me stitch you for a bit. Okay. So that is how I retire whips. And now it's been, what, week and a half, 2 weeks since I did that? No regrets whatsoever. Yeah. It was time for them to go, and I knew it. I was happy that I made the decision, and haven't regretted it at all. So if you have some of those whips that you just know you're never going to work on, just don't want to, get the scissors out. Get the scissors out. Cut them up. because once you make that cut, you know there's no going back. So there's no point worrying about it or regret it or anything. It's gone now. And I do not want to have a pile of UFO stuff in the cupboard and just look at them every now and then and think, well, oh, I don't know what to do with it. You know that? No, they go. I got plenty to stitch. I'm not gonna miss them. I did end up retiring one more, because we've had like some of these tiny moths coming in the house. We have been killing so many of them. Drives me crazy. But I noticed a couple of them had attached stuff onto that one web, and I didn't really want to stitch it anyway. I chucked it out. Goodbye. So that's a few gone. That wasn't the sad video. Okay, you'll be wondering, what is she on about? That wasn't the sad video yet. The next one is the sad video. That was just the whip violence video. And just other thoughts. Because I was thinking about stitchy stuff so much and whatnot. Okay, now to the promised Parrot. Go watch. Again, another middle of the night video. It is 2:06 a.m. Starting to sleep. Just feeling a little overwhelmed by everything at the moment, and especially stitching. I'm still feeling the stress about it, like that I need to get everything done now. And I can never buy another pen or a kit again. And I also haven't been sleeping. I was doing again pretty well, sleeping at night, and now it's gone a bit off because of the stress. And then that really affects how I am feeling, or like feeling about life, because I'm not properly awake during the normal hours. I end up feeling like I'm missing out on everything, and it's really adding to the feeling so overwhelmed. You know, I love my whips now. Like I so badly want to work on everything. I don't feel overwhelmed by the number of them. That's fine. I just it's more just that panicky feeling. And I really want to make another video as well. I'm feeling quite overwhelmed about that as well, because I feel like all I've been doing is just stitch away, and be working on so many things, and it's like my head feels all muddled when I'm thinking about the whips. It's like, did I make a video about this one or that one or that one or that one? I know I forgot to film the finish of the Parrot. Parrot last weekend after I finished watching Biathlon. So I'll have to show it. I'll edit somewhere this video anyway. Like in this video, like this published video, not this right now. So yeah, I can't sleep at the moment. And I was thinking that maybe I should just clear up a little bit of stuff around me. I got a lot of stuff here at the moment, adding to it, and I saw the fabric for my full coverage, and I put it on a Q-snap. It is a mess at the moment because I don't have a lot of space, and I was trying to wrestle this because it's so big. But I mean, it's fairly decent. I can stitch on it. I mean, that's the main thing. I then had a look at the pattern on the saga, and went really close up, and I thought, oh my god, the amount of stitches is just unbelievable. Like, how can anyone ever get any of these done? I know this is a long one. Maybe in 10 years, maybe I'll have this finished. So I picked the first symbol. I'm definitely not going for a blend to start with. What is it? 3809. It's quite nice. There's an awful lot of this one. Let me just have a quick look. There's 13,066 stitches with that colour. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm not going to quite get that done tonight. 30,000. And it's just one colour. There really does need to be a different mindset to stitching these, because this is just utter madness. But I bought the pattern, I bought the fabric, and I really do want to give it a go. I mean, I wanted to start this already ages ago, but there was just always seemed to be something else coming up, and so the fabric has been just sitting here next to me, and I thought, let's just start it now. Might just as well. And it's then another thing away from the feeling bad when you see it. But yeah, I'm having a little bit of a hard time at the moment. I feel like I'm not quite daring to even message anyone, like to have a chat about it, because I feel so embarrassed that I'm so behind with messaging, and I still haven't been replying to comments, and still badly behind with emails, and I'm just like, I just can't quite do it all at the moment. But I know it's just doing a little bit at a time and be alright. So anyway, I did want to share, that I'm going to start my first and probably the only ever big full coverage. So here we go. I'm going to put a podcast on and I don't know, make a few stitches. Okay, so the full coverage. I've been very, very slow to get going with it. Did I put it in the previous? If I didn't put a picture of it in that small video, I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place this time. I'll put a picture of it here just in case. I have felt like like I can't give myself permission to work on it, because it's going to be such a slow progress one, and it's going to take forever to stitch it, and because I've still been a little bit in the must finish kind of mode, so not much progress. But I did grab it last night and I worked on it a bit, and to my surprise I actually quite enjoyed it. So it still doesn't have more than like just under 200 stitches, I think. So what was it in percentage? Like 0 point, let me have a look, 0.12%. Here it is. So I've done some of the roof, and this is one of the windows, the roof. So there was this smaller window and there's like a bigger window here. So I grabbed the colors for whatever is in it, and some that are just here around it. So I thought I'll work on those and get to have some different color. But I enjoyed even working with just that one color. So at least I've gotten going with it. Oh boy. Then the last one of the small videos, so go enjoy that. And back you are. So the biscorno. I just had my tongue out. Don't think I needed to quite concentrate that much on getting it out. Okay, but this is where that's where it's at now. Yeah, the 201 stitches are absolute torture. I do not enjoy them at all. Like, not even a not even a little bit. So what I do is every now and then grab a nice length of the yellow thread and just do that. Put it away again, because I don't know how you're even supposed to like see those stitches. They don't even look like crosses. And if I need to go yeah, if I need to go counter stitches afterwards, it is so hard to see them. And often, like, because I do them, I go down one way then go up, and sometimes I feel like I lose track of like which ones have I like gone up, like crossed already, because you can't see them. You know, I don't know if it's the combination of just the yellow color and the white, but no, that is not enjoyable. Not at all. Okay, let's have a look. I think it's time to look at some finishes, because I have finished. Come down here. So I was so excited to get it finished. And then the other one totally took me by surprise. So here is the first finish. The chicken. The hen and the chicks. The Riolis kit number 1480. A very, very challenging kit to stitch, but absolutely beautiful in the end. It is beautiful. It is. I'm sorry, I have this bad light always here. But it is just so lovely. Very proud of this finish though. I can't believe I managed to do it. Felt like I've been struggling with this such a long time, and it truly was having the saga file that helped me. Otherwise this would still be like nowhere near finished, probably barely halfway. I love it. I love it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this realist kit is done with the anchor threads. 1, 2, and 3 stitches. Oh, it's so nice to see it. Yeah, I would definitely like to frame that one. So that was another whip of my 21 list. It was so nice to be able to cross it off. So then my surprise one, because it really was a surprise one for me. Let's see if I can put something behind it, make it a bit easier to show and that you can see it. Here it is. On mybobbin, this one is called Mistletoe's Branch, and it is by my favorite designer, Anna Petunova. It is so gorgeous. This was another one of those patterns that I had started at some weird time, and I only had worked on it a little bit. And every now and then I would bring it out, but not make much progress. And then finally got going properly, and then it made it to my 21 list, and now I finally grabbed it and finished. It was pretty much this area here that I had to do all the cross stitches. Yeah, because I had done all the half stitches everywhere, so just to do all the cross stitches and tons of back stitching, and then added little French knots. Yeah, I think it's so beautiful. Another one that, you know, I'm really proud of this finish as well. It is so lovely. So lovely. Bird is so lovely. I just love the grayscale and then the red. Oh, so pretty. So very pretty. So that was yet another thing of my 21 list. Let me put these ones away, so they're ready to go under the bed bag. Grab this. So here is my bit wrinkly list. But yeah, it's so nice. There's quite a few that have been crossed off now. I think there's 9. Yeah, 9 have been crossed off, so I have 12 still to finish. That made me stress a little bit as well, because I then thought, oh my god, I got 12 to finish. That, you know, I need to finish over 1 a month. Well, 2 in 2 months. 2 of the months. And that feels like a big ask, because some of them have a lot to do. The Buttercup is gone. I mean, it's not that far away, but those tiny stitches are so slow. Meowie Christmas has surprisingly many stitches still to go. Among Black Cats, block stitching. I don't know how to make that any faster. I think that just has to be some, like, do at least 1 length of thread every day, just that it has continuous progress. Then I have the Birds and Blackwork flowers, so that has the 2 empty squares to do and 1 with the back stitching, so that's a lot of work still as well. Then I got Denny the deer. I mean, I did good job on Denny, so it's mostly about the Christmas tree. But I have the saga file for it now as well, so that'll help a lot. Then, if you remember those, I have those 2 sleeping cat ones. 2 kits that are very similar. One has a white cat, one has a black cat, and then some like flowers around them. Those are going to be really tough because that's also block stitchy to finish those cats. Then I have Time of Flowers by Posy. It's not too bad, but it has a big leaf that I'm struggling with. It has 2 greens, and when like I really need to just put an audiobook on so that I can concentrate properly and I know where I am at, because it's a paper pattern. I mean that one. So that I know where I'm at, because I keep losing track and it just makes this so hard. Then I have the RTO kit, with the flavor of salt, wind and sun. So that's the seagull one. Still lots left on that one. But I think progress could be fairly fast. Just need to get stuck in. I have Wilbur by Teresa Kogut. I don't know why that's so difficult. I don't know. I love it, but I struggle somehow to make good progress. Then I have the Chamomile Cat on the sparkly fabric. I so love the look of the fabric, but it's been a bit difficult to stitch on. So that's difficult just for that reason, and also it's a paper pattern. Well, I mean, I can have it on the screen, but not as a mark off. Then the last one is While Away the Hours by Petal Pusher. Yeah, the holes in the fabric feel so small to me, so I've been a bit struggling with that because of that reason. So the ones on the list, they're definitely quite challenging for me. I still want to finish them. But like I said though, if I end up picking something else from my boxes, not a new start, but something a bit older, and manage to finish that, it can replace one of those. So that is a very good option. Haul, not much. Okay, very little. I ended up getting a few more organizers because Amanda got me one, and I so enjoyed using it for the dimensions kit that I ended up ordering a few more. So I'm really looking forward to using those. Then I got my fabric, the French fabric subscription one. Look at that. You can see the sparkles because this is crazy sparkly purple fabric. Don't think I need to even fully open it. Oh no, it's looking, it is much nicer purple than it shows in the picture though. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's looking pretty much correct. Oh, that's looking so nice. And you can really see the sparkle. Oh my gosh. I love the sparkle. But I'm going to get the next, no, like this month's fabric, because it's the last one of the winter ones. But I think I then need to take a break from it and actually use some of the fabrics before I sign up again. Because I haven't used any of them yet. I need new stuff. Okay, I don't think I have. Oh, yes, I do. I need to go. Do I have them here somewhere? Yes, I do. Okay, I'm back. So, You know, I love, oh dear, come on. You know that I love needle minders from Ginger Stitch AU, which is a local company, Etsy shop, and I love their needle minders because they're metallic. Well, they have some acrylic ones like those, but I love it that they are like that one is nice. They're such nice quality and they are not too big. Great magnets. So they had some new ones, and even though they are coming to the next Vic Stitches retreat in May, which I have now paid for, so I'm good to go. So that's exciting. So I would have seen them there, but I couldn't wait. So I had to get this capybara. Oh, it's so cute. You're able to see it. Oh, I don't know if it doesn't want to thingy, but oh, it is so lovely. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Then, because I like having smaller minders, they had these new sets. So there was bubbles. So it is 3 separate ones. This could be good as well if you're working on something bigger and have want to have like different thread on needles ready. So you can just put these in a few different places around the frame, the fabric. Can't wait to use that. And then the last set, I have 4 leaves. I'm pretty sure that in my last video I said that I'm wanting something like leaves so that they're easy to use with different ones that look nice, like together with the whatever I'm stitching. That is lovely. These are so awesome. I love it. And I ordered these yesterday and they arrived already today. I was shocked. Because I mean, at least they're coming from the other side of the city, so nowhere usually they would be here that fast. Okay. Anything else before I go? Oh, I thought that, I know I promised a video with the patterns that I've purchased, a big load of them that I haven't shown yet, but I didn't feel quite up to doing that. But I thought that I would show a few now, like those last 6 that I bought. But before that, all right, I've talked to you about the pattern subscription that I got. You remember the fox in the snowy woods that I have been working on? That was the first one in November. Unfortunately, the wonderful designer was struggling a bit with, well, life. A lot going on, so she has fallen behind with the designing. So I didn't get the December pattern until January, but it is amazing. I'll put the picture of it here. How gorgeous is that? I mean, wow, that is such a beautiful pattern. Gosh, no wonder it took forever for her to work on that. She should have come with something much easier to catch up, you know. That is just so unbelievably beautiful. Like, I was really surprised, and so far it's going well since I've loved both the patterns. So I don't know yet how the timetable is gonna go with them, but it's not like I'm running out of things to stitch, so whenever she gets them finished, you know, she'll then post it and I'll show what I get. But I've been just so happy with those first 2. Okay, so then the ones that I bought. So the first one is these February one. I'm sure you remember I got an October pattern and November. I don't think she did December and January. I really should ask her like what the plan is. That is she just going to keep creating them like every now and then maybe next year do like the missing ones? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep getting them because they're so beautiful. I love the October, November one because they were sort of rather dark and miserable. But this February one, oh, those frosty berries are just amazing. The sky is amazing. The snow is amazing. It's all amazing. I am so happy with that one. So that is from Amelie Stitch, or Anna Smith is the designer. Then I found a new designer for me, Galina Domina, and I bought 3 pens because I had to. So the first one is this beautiful scenery. Yeah, what a surprise. It's a scenery, but it's not a snowy one this time. But I love that big sky. I love that flower field. I love the house. I love the trees. I love all the birds flying in the sky. It's just so lovely. Of course, probably take forever to stitch it, but I'm not worrying about that. I'm just going to admire it and get the most out of it. Then next one almost seems like the same series, but more like an autumn one. So a house with the autumnly trees. Another absolutely gorgeous one. Nice clouds in the sky. This is just a mock-up from Saga, so it looks a little bit weird because it has, as you can see, those single strand stitches on this mock-up. But yeah, I think this one is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why I keep getting these pens though with like colors that might not be my favorite ones, you know, like getting the browns there again, but I don't care. I don't care. And third one, I'm sure you've seen this theme as well before, a swallow. I just love them. I love the coloring in this one. I so love the black and white. And the way the bird is drawn, just I can't wait to do all that backstitching. That will be so great. I know Charlie asked what the text in this one meant. Let me have a look at it again. I think it was like with the first swallow the spring gives. So like in Finland, seeing the swallow is the first day of summer. So those 3 were from her. Then I bought pattern from Anna Kuznetsova. And it's a pretty flower one because, well, flowers are pretty. It has pretty colors. It has tons of backstitching. Just everything that you can possibly like, right? So can't go wrong. But then the next pattern. Oh, I always love it when Natalia Jurkevich posts pictures of something that she's working on or a new pattern is out. She's the one who did those what was it called? Something foggy. Was it Land of the Fogs? I think it was. That I said that looks like finished summer night. Okay, so she released this pattern. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. So snowy. Absolutely miserable colors to stitch with. Browns, whites. Oh, all the things you just don't want to stitch with. Oh, but I could not say no because I love that cat. And it just looks so nice and snowy. I would love to stitch this already. But no way I'm stitching this until that fox is finished because they both have such snowy backgrounds. So I don't think I need to have 2 at the same time. So there you go. There were my 6 purchases after recovering a bit from my knotted brain after I got all the knots sorted. Well, I'm sure there's still a couple of knots. I think there's permanently some knots in my head. Okay. This time I'm not going to show any cooking because I have failed. It's not a surprise really. I couldn't do it anymore because I was struggling so much. I did cook once, and I was just about crying in the kitchen the whole time because I just found it so hard. So then the 2 weeks after that, no, I didn't even feel like trying. This week maybe I'll get back to it. And yesterday I did bake again. I made another one of those that blueberry lemon loaf because I still had ingredients for it in the cupboard and fridge and freezer, so why not? Paul loves it. So, and I had a lemon left from Florina, so I used that to make the cake. So that made me really happy. It is so nice when I get something done like that, then makes it easier then to continue to try and do some more things. I did write a long list of stuff that I really would like to do, but it feels like everything is so difficult on that list, so I'm not moving very quickly with that one. So probably wasn't the most uplifting video this time, but I still got to show what I've been working on. Let's see. I'll just have a quick look that I'm not missing anything. I don't think I'm showing everything though, but I want to show this as well on the calendar. And for February, that is so nice. Emma Congdon one. Oh my god. That will definitely go to the need to stitch. I love it though. So many markings because I did stitch every day. But yeah, it all just looks the same because the winter cabin hasn't come back yet. So that's it. I definitely hope to come back much sooner instead of waiting for 3.5 weeks. So hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll come back and show what I've been working on now, and no doubt I'll be all exhausted after all the biathlon. But biathlon is life. It's so awesome. It's so fun to watch. I love it. Okay, so bye for now.